Good morning, everyone. My name is Eddie, and I live in Mount Pocono, a zone 5B, former. Now it's a 6A. They changed them because the climate changing. And this morning, again, I gonna give you a tour of my garden. It's a side garden, so everything start to bloom for the spring and pop. And let's see about my garden, the side garden. Okay, this one we have a baptisia over here, ready to bloom. And also I think that one is kind of weird, but it's so pretty with yellow flower. So I just let them grow. And also we have Siberian iris over there, so pretty. And the bottom one we have a Asiatic lily, and also just planting a dianthus. They call them beauties tu dianthus. And of course we have a creeping phlox. I love creeping phlox. Who does not does not like creeping phlox? So I have this one, this is creeping phlox. So we have a Jacob ladder over here. As you can see, have a lupine or lupine, and also we have brunera or brunera. See, and we have astalbe over here. There's astalbe. And of course this one is my fruit tree. It's Japanese Satsuma. So pretty. And let's go move to this garden bed. It's just blooming beautifully. It's a white Asperia. I forgot the name of the variety. I think we have Lossy tree over here, variegated with yellow flower. It's beautiful when it's blooming. And evening primrose. And I have a yellow spiderwort and a green one too. Of course, this is my favorite one, dianthus. Did not blooming yet. In the summer they will blooming beautifully. And also geranium. The longsword is already bloom. And of course my Asian pear, Raja. We call them Raja. This year have a lot of fruit. Still only like probably 4 or 5 years old. And my kitty angels. Another geranium underneath is already probably 3 years old. They reseeding themselves, so I just let them go over there. It look like natural by the rock over there. And is this a geum? Totally tangerine. And also some kind of tiarella. Did not flowering yet, almost. They start to bloom, not blooming yet. They just coming the bud over there. I can see. And also my bee balm. And this is my peaches tree. As you can see, I have a blackberry over there. That's because I was thinking this one, I was planning this flower bed is gonna be a berry bed. I have raspberry, blackberry, but what happened, I changed my mind. I put the flower, then that's the only blackberry or berry plant, the one I left them over there, and seem like they're trying to make it all taking over because they have a baby. After a baby is so scary. So but I keep pulling them. So okay. And underneath this one, this is a golden plums. It's Japanese yellow plum. And underneath we have ivories or candy tuft, 3 of them, and also I have a dianthus over here, 3 of them together. That's all my side garden over there, but we're gonna go through over here. It's so quiet and peaceful today. It's kind of nice with the cloudy day. It make it nice, beautiful video because it's doesn't too bright like a too sunny. And this is my meatley plum, and underneath we have this kind of daylily over there, and also I have I make a mistake. I put gooseneck leucitrip, and they just almost taking over. I have to keep pulling it so they don't killing another plant. And I have red flower rhododendron. I have a lot of bud, not quite gonna bloom. And I have penstemon over there, the brown one. And I have iris, another daylily, but it's a yellow double flower. Lamb's ear, they grew themselves. They're receding really good everywhere. Another my tiny dianthus, and I have roses over there, another mini roses, and I think that one is just little over there is a bottle brush plant. And this is the receding is a milkweed butterfly bush that's receding over here, as you can see. Yeah, so that's okay. I let them grow, and maybe I just give it away because I have so many of them. And as you can see, I have astrantia over here. This this is not astrantia. This is a geranium. And I have another one doesn't seem doing good over there, a small one over there. And that's behind them is astrantia. And 2 of them, yeah, see how this is geranium and that one is astrantia. So beautiful. And I have a new addition. This is one of the 3 I just planting them is a Chinese wild ginger. Yeah, in early spring they have flower underneath. It almost look like a cyclamen. You know what I mean? Underneath, it just kind of the flower hiding. You have to open it, and the leaf themselves is just so beautiful, kind of like a heart shape. So I don't mind. It just the leaf is fine. It's just so pretty. That's my new one, new addition. I have 3 of them. I bought 3, and I'm planting them the different plant because they gonna spread. So beautiful. And you can see this one, potentilla, and the deer don't eat them. So yeah, the deer don't eat this potentilla. I have a pink one, and I have also a yellow, and also I have a tango mango. It's kind of like yellow orange. And this year too, this is from last year, I planting them Japanese pearis, Dorothy Wyckoff, and really doing good. Even the deer try to demolish them. They take all that flower, they chop, but yeah, they tough plant. So I got it last year on sale. So yeah, sometimes it's good you buy something at the end of the season because you got a bargain over there. As you can see, like this is my a poor thing, poor a pear tree, European pear. So this one I forgot. This is a Bartlett. As you can see, the deer, they have so many fruit last year, and the deer just break these main branches over here. And the second year they break another one over here, another branches. So because they try to get the fruit, and so another fruit later over there, I just took it and I just throw them because I don't want to have no branches. It's gonna be only stump because the deer can be brutal. They just not just taking the fruit, they just demolish them, and just the thing is just like so wasted. They have so many fruit, about probably like 2 dozen. They just only eat one bite, only three, a bite, and they just left, and they wasted. Okay, so we have Maxim, the European pear. This is really tall. I would say about like 25 to 30 feet tall, but it's so good too. Then you can see my Japanese maple over there. I have it for probably 15 years. I just bought them so small. And underneath, of course, underneath, because all my yard mostly is sunny because it's open, and I just try to planting everything over here. As you see everything plant or tree, a shrub over here, I planting them myself. When I put the house, they have nothing in the yard, nothing. And they can have it, nothing. So I have to planting to start it with the pine trees and the shrub and tree. Then I decided to plant the fruit tree one by one. Now I have 44 fruit tree in my yard. So it's kind of nice, kind of like almost like a garden park because I have so many flowers. And yeah, I really like it. That's my planning, garden park. So this one I have lily of the valley. That's my friend Heather Hines and also Adriana Kulik. Her mom gave it to me. So I put them over here. And between them, I put some hostas, as you can see. I think, I don't know, it's a guacamole, something like that. And cute lily of the valley is blooming right now. It's the red Japanese maples have so many trunks. It's multiple trunk. It's beautiful. It's beautiful morning today, so I really like to upload the video today. That's my donut beaches. And this one start to bloom. I don't know you familiar with the wildflower, they call them buttercup. I just put like 3 of them over here. It just explode after 2-3 years. Just be careful when you put something, unless you don't mind it's gonna explode. This my arbor have a climbing roses. And I have also easy also. I forgot the name is orange color. It's beautiful. Up there I have poppy. I have a glove flower, the white one over there. I have Asiatic lily. Asiatic lily, see, so beautiful. And also the same thing over here too. I try to repeating, but sometimes some of the plant doesn't coming back, so I have to put something else because I cannot find the same plant. So this one have roses. It's a white color. Roses is beautiful. And I have iris, helianthus, and I have big volunteer columbine. And they have reseeding themselves. You can see on the walkway over here. They all over the place. Oh my god. I really like it, but they just taking a have Asiatic lily over there. Astleby, and the white color is a Veronica, a pointy over there. There's another donut beaches over there. I don't know why a lot of the donut beaches doesn't do really well this year. It doesn't have, for some reason, on the bottom one doesn't have any leaf. Okay, let's go. This is climbing roses. As you can see, I have a bud over there too. A lot of bud. And hukra, citronelle, something like that. And the other one, the brown one, I forgot it. There's a clove flower. And also peppermint, creeping phlox, and a fire witch, Dianthus. And the sedum over there is, I think, Atlantic something, I forgot. And also, as you can see, I'm repeating everything. But not all of them the same. I know my garden is big. This is a lot of work, but that's okay. I like it. Work never done, but I don't mind. I just do it little by little. This is my driveway. Then I have front yard too over there, and I give you another tour my front yard. And this one over here, I planting a Russian sage. 3 of them all around. And also I'm planting this one St. John. For some reason only this one doing well and the other one did not doing well. I need to weed this area because it start to get too weedy. That's all my pine trees over there. I think 3 of them I planting them, they only like a 1 feet tall, one foot tall, so it just like small, and that is really like the deer keep eating them. I keep spraying them, and finally they grew after maybe about 15 years. I don't know, now probably like 30 feet to 40 feet now. And let's see, go to my bridge. There's another donut beaches over there. And this area I just add some plant too, but most of them they just from last year. And this is Dianthus, and also this from last year is Salvia, and also Veronica, the white color. You can see I have Ajuga, a green leaf, and also wildflower. I love that wildflower. I don't know the name, but I really like it, but they're really taking over. I have to be careful to weeding them. Then I have Astrantia over there, another Sapphire, and this is a Duchia. It's only little flower over there, and I just plant like a bellflower and something else. Also I have a ground cover, is a Dianthus, and also this one a sweetwood rock ground cover. And from last year, light trees, they said it's a deer resistant, but the deer keep eating them, so I have to keep spraying them. And another cadmium is different one. This one they can cadmium blue cloud, and they're reseeding themselves, as you can see. There's a baby over there. I'll let them grow, then maybe I'm gonna just put them to another area because I know that they don't eat them. And this one I just Anis Hyssop, Agastaki, so pretty. Like, I don't know what kind of color, it's just so pretty. And this is my iris, like variegated. And potentilla, I have blanket flower over there, and of course this one, the pine trees, and they don't eat them. And I have sitting area over there by the bridge, so as you can see, oh, I have Brunnerabo here. Ajuga, and also have little angel over there, the variegated one, round one. There's a little angel. Saxifraga, I just planting them this. They almost done blooming because they bloom on the spring, early spring. White rhododendron I have it, and Asteria, and bachelor button. As you can see, unique flower. And I have so many Veronica blue color. It did not bloom yet, and I have pink one over there. It's a Mulan Rose, Salvia, standard roses. It's a drift yellow roses, cream yellow. And this is my roses from last year. Cadmium. Cadmium is good. I love cadmium because I can just planting them anywhere without worry that rabbit or the deer gonna eat them. And they have a beautiful flower. I was looking at cadmium if they have kind of like a white flower and also maybe kind of like a pink flower. Yeah, it would be nice, not just blue. I mean, I love blue, but I like different color too. And this one I'm planting them. This is a blue color. It's a ground cover. I forgot the name. And I have a purple one over there. Purple color. Yeah. It's my swing set. That's when I sitting around and try to get my inspiration to do what's next to do to my garden. And on the step over here also I put the creeping thyme, lemon thyme. It's so good, smells so good. Oh my god, oh so good. And this is my orange azalea. The blooming is beautiful. I used to have 3 of them. Supposed to be like a orange one and yellow, and another one is a pink, but I planting them in my front yard and the deer try demolish them. They demolish them, not just eating them, they wreck them. So I save this color because I love this color. I should save the yellow one because it's so rare to get yellow azalea. So yeah, and this one you can see is a sedum. You cannot kill them like my friend, the one who gave it to me, Christy Brown. Mrs. Christy Brown gave it to me, and she said like, you can just throw them, you cannot kill them. And it's true. And I have 6 of these look like grass looking, moody blue, Cicericium, Moody's blue. And in the front is kind of like a hydrangea. Dianthus, of course, I love dianthus. And you can see I have a, what you call peonies. It's a red color. This year doesn't have so much flower, so yeah, only a few of them, but it's okay. And as you can see, my butterfly bush over there, the one who grew themselves. I have echinacea, I have another bee balm, I have henna chicks and roses over there. 2 roses. There's the bee balm. And this is a volunteer. I don't know what is this, but the rabbit keep eating them. So let's see what when it grow. I remember I put this plant 6 pot, but I'm planting them everywhere. One of them is over here. The rabbit keep eating them. I think almost look like helium. You look like a daisy, look like a yellow with a red, so pretty in the center. So, but the deer keep eating them. Hopefully this one, no, not the deer, the rabbit, eating them. Finally, they just gave up. They're never coming back. So let's see what is gonna grow over here. What kind of flower they have. have another one roses over there, and this one, the big bush one, is they call them battle brass. They get huge. I didn't know they get so huge like that one. It's gonna have a spike and look like a battle brass. It's like a pink color, so pretty. And I have so many echinacea just reseeding themselves over here on the side. Boom, 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 over here. Then this is the echinacea. I'm planting them over here, but seem like they just get covered by that plant. So yeah, so behind my swing set, as you can see, I have a back row over here, see, on the side, and you can see my azalea, okay, blooming this variegated leaf. So I planting PGM rhododendron, only one flower, but over there is not, it's so much ready to bloom. And the hiding place over there, and I have my family of geese. Oh wow, it's so cute. And this is my supposed to be 3-in-1, a plum, nectarine, and peaches, but then I have two of them. The nectarine grafted died. Underneath I have Hamelo, 3 of them all around, and I have this white salvia. I need to weeding this area. This is so scary. So let's go over here. They have so many. It's a land of columbine over there. They just keep multiplying columbine, and evening primrose over here. They just seem multiply. And my struggling little hooker over there, hopefully they make it. And climbing roses. This is a climbing roses. And Chinese wild ginger. Also I have a phlox over there, columbine of course everywhere. And this is, I just cutting my bush fire and ice, and I just put them over there and they just grow. And on the back over there, as you can see, there's my silver pink hydrangea. I have 3 of them. So this is my daylily, okay, big flower. My quick fire hydrangea, and I have this pure gold with white flower not coming yet, almost look like astalbe, and roses over there. This is my pine tree. The deer try to killing them. As you can see, the bottom one, it just got scratched. That finally I just fenced them, and I need to fix this one and to weeding this area too. Black eye Susan, and I have pinky winky hydrangea bush. I need to clean that flower too. As you can see, then penstemon, and I have liatris on the back. Also Japanese berries over here. They flower really good. I need to cleaning them. Then vanilla strawberry hydrangea. Underneath they have geum, the flowering totally tangerine. Another one, I forgot that one. Also I have another rose over there. And I have evening primrose, brunera, and weigela, the variegated leaf, and have so many over here. I don't know why they're not coming back. I need to weeding this area too. So this is next step. I need to weeding them. And forsythia, of course, I have 10 of them, and I just plug them over to just grow. And that middle, the yellow one is a really bright one, is Sun King Aralia, and I have iris over there. I supposed to be have a butterfly bush, seem not coming back over there. Molly, kind of like a red color. And also I have a daylily over there. There's a Ganesha, and I have what you call them, is salvia, another salvia, and daylily, and abelia over there. Start to grow back over there, that bush over there. And also I have daisy. That's the one crowded by gooseneck over there, lossy tree. Just be careful planting gooseneck lossy tree. It's really taking over. And this is the new one addition yesterday. I adding is a red color, neon red roses. And this is the daylily. As you can see, there's a spider wort over there. There's that lossy tree, the one taking over. There's another rosy tree, Propaganda taking over, and salvia, and I have bearded iris over there, and also some fern to go along in, and I have kind of like a Asiatic lily. It's kind of like doesn't doing well over there. This is a yellow one, is a tarragon, just planting them. And this is a red color, just reseeding themselves, is a potentilla. And I planting them last year, they're coming back. This one is a dianthus, a pink color, and coreopsis, blanket flower, and this one is a baptisia. This is a blue color. I have lemon meringue, the one on the back, and I have a phlox, I have a bellflower campanula, and I have a weigela over there. This is a geum, yellow color, and also lossy tree, and my hostas. And behind them is the rose of Sharon double flower red. This one on the path is a sedum. It's been years on the path, and they still keep coming back as like a sedum is really tough. And this is spirea, and they just volunteer. This is the third year probably they've been here. And I have an iris, yellow color, is this almost already blooming. And also geum, also bee balm, and the climbing roses over there. And I just planting them. As you can see, the blue flower over there is pink cushion, and also I have this Ganesha, and also black eye Susan over here. They just keep growing. And also that one is by the metal over there. I ground them because I try to make it steady. I know they kind of steady already. The Ethiopianis yellow color, and I have Veronica, the white one, and I have a wild ginger, And also I have a balloon flower over here. There's the balloon flower. I have it over there. I think it's a pink color. I have a blue one too. And this is a mini roses. They keep coming back. So if you guys have a mini roses, you bought them from the store, just planting them on the ground, they keep coming back. And this is a lilac ready to bloom, and they smell so amazing. The salvia over there, this look like a Grassis coreopsis, and I just planting them a spiderwort. And you see the tree, the one with the red is a double Tex orange flowering queens. They almost done blooming. And this one underneath too, I have a popping, is a blue balloon flower. It's a balloon flower, and over there is just popping up. The new shoot is a swan milk butterfly. And of course I have a lot of ajuga. You can see the blooming. There's peonies behind them. Another lilac. And this one, I have another cornflower. And behind them is a heuchera. 3 different color. I planting them together. I thought that was interesting because you can see the combination. And you can see this one over here is a iris, sweet woodruff underneath. There's a yellow iris, 2 of them. And this one, the blue one, sweet woodruff. And this one is a yarrow. I just planting them this year in the early spring. This one, I love this. It look like a snapdragon, but it's a wild one. It's so pretty. That's the reason why I let them grow. Even like they easy to pull if you don't like it. This one is Veronica. This one in the arbor is a trumpet vine. One of them is a yellow, one of them is a red. And I have sitting area over there. I can have coffee or anything. I have a lara on the ground, lara echinacea. And bee balm. And this one is a Rose of Sharon. It's a really blue color. And I have echinacea just growing everywhere. See on the ground over there. And this one, the one is like in the front, is a Lositrif gooseneck. Taking over, as you can see, just like the sea of Lositrif gooseneck. And this one I have a Hamlo, have a spike, and they always have a baby everywhere, as you can see. And I can see this is a violet, so I have to be careful. Maybe, I don't know, I'm reading them more. And this one is a ruby red sweet spice, and another evening primrose just taking over. And Ajuga also have so many what you call them, cornflower. And this one is lamplight hydrangea. This one potentilla self-seeding. Underneath have so many cornflower too. Ruby red sweet. And also have Spirea, the yellow one, bright color. And also this is a rose. It's a red tree rose. And this is Siberian iris. And this one is my other tree, the one 3-in-1, and the nectarine died. So now only peaches and plum. There's another volunteer potentilla, they're reseeding themselves. And behind them is a astelbee. And I have a little gem rhododendron. And I have Amsonia, a blue star flower, so pretty. And the one over there is an iris, it's Japanese iris. Again, my friend Julie Foley, the one who told me that was Japanese iris. I didn't know what kind of iris that one. I know it's iris. Another ready to bloom Duchia. They call them Yuki cherry blossom. They're so pretty. And little roses over there. And I have heuchera over here. And this is the Lositrif I was talking about. Oh my god, they're taking over here. Scary. I have to kind of like dig them to give it away, to put them somewhere. I don't know. This one is my tree, little tree. It's a mulberry. They call them Black Beauty. I moved them like 3 times, so I thought they're gonna die, but they're tough. So yeah. I have Lamium. As you can see, the gray one over there is they just all over the place. So they like basically like a shaded area, but this is a little bit on the sunny side. And this is fire and ice hydrangea. As you can see too, I have so many echinacea over here. I think like cherry, something like the cherry berry, and also bee balm underneath. And this one is another hydrangea. I don't know why they don't doing good this year. So another side, the same thing too. That's my echinacea. So many years, just like the next to it. I think the rabbit just demolished them. I don't know, something not right over there anyhow. So I don't know why. So they have another bee balm over there, and this one the hydrangea, the one I forgot the name. And this is the same thing too, cherry berry bee balm. And this is fire and ice, the same thing, hydrangea. Veronica, and I have these roses. I'm planting them. They seem struggling, but they're still alive. It look like climbing roses. I don't know why, because they get taller. They're not supposed to be climbing roses. Sometimes, you buy them on the big box store like a Lowe's or a Walmart or Home Depot. They just mislabeling. The same thing with Rose of Sharon. I wanted blue color. They mark them as a blue. Then I go home and I planting them, and they blooming is not blue. It's a purple. The same thing with the Bartlett pear. I have it. Bartlett fruit tree. I have it. They said it's a Bosch. That's what I was looking for. And 3 years later, I have a fruit. It was Bartlett. So good thing I got another one at Walmart that was a really Bosch pear, because I love Bosch pear. I love Bartlett too, but I want something different. Okay guys, so I end the video over here for today. So please subscribe, so I want to get more a viewer, so I can make more content that give me more kind of like energy to do it again. And thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Bye bye.